have XRP Ripple versus the dollar, and we're going to be going through this one on the short, medium, and higher term timeframes, and record this one for YouTube as well. Anyways, so first thing that kind of stands out to me here on the daily is that we are continuing to run with this nice higher low consolidation after essentially making new highs above the prior May breakdown region, which is good. And XRP is actually acting as one of the more strong coins in this market right now, or maybe more like par for the course, better said. Anyways, short-term timeframes, however, we do see an uptrend coming in as long as this thing's trading above about 118.5. So we could have pullbacks down around there, no problem. But as long as you see something like this, I'm generally looking for an upside resolution, over the next week or two. Well, probably over the next week, actually. Which would be confirmed with any sort of a closure on a 4-hour dildo above about 129, or just a higher high above this last spike high, I believe, coming in from yesterday at 130.3 on Poloniex specifically. If that were to happen, we do have a bit of a measure move to be making, which could be populated like this, and that would imply a technical target all the way up to about 144 or so. See if it plays into anything on the daily, and actually no, not anything major on the daily. Perhaps we do have a retracement level around there. Yeah, the 886 would be right around there, so I would be looking for a bit of a short-term pullback around there. However, let's go to the 5-day, which just closed last night, and I do not suspect that that's going to be anything of a major target. Long-term, this one does still hold the uptrend. It's a bit sloppy here, as Ripple typically does it, but ultimately, I would be looking for this one to continue on with the trend here. Weekly had a pretty damn good closure as well. No major issues with this one just yet. I am curious, or sorry, I should offer up an invalidation point on the downside. I kind of think that we already got to that, but it'd be this area right here. Again, let's just call it 117. Easier to say. Below 117, I would not, I would invalidate this idea and be looking for lower prices first before higher. I'd still be looking somewhere down about $1 in this case, but let's see what it looks like from a momentum offset perspective. See what Stokes are saying on this baby as well. And what do we have on the daily? Daily twisting up as long as above 124.5. So where are we trading right now? About actually right around there, a little bit below there right now, to be fair. 4-hour twisting down as long as below 127, and hourly is twisting up as long as above 122.5. So extremely short-term time frames are looking for a little bit more sideways. I suspect that it probably even does test around about 118.5 to 119 a couple times, maybe once or twice more. But as long as you not close below, again, about 117, I still do look for this one to probably trade sideways and up from this region. If that condition is not met, then hey, all the way down to $1, and we'll come back to it after that. But for right now, looking okay. I'll just be looking for a bit more sideways and likely an upside resolution over the next week, maybe 2 weeks if things really get drawn out here. But, decent enough for Ripple right there. Again, going to depend on whatever Bitcoin does, right? If Bitcoin essentially does fail and come back down below 48,000 bucks, I'd expect Ripple to come down as well too, below $1. But until that happens, sideways and up, very likely the name of the game on this one. And there you go, XRP ARM.